What we do here is go back.
I have already rated 50 different champions in the support role, but some of them over 4 years ago. In this series, we are quickly revisiting old picks to see how they compare to what I know now, and re-ranking them as needed, as well as including your guys' rankings and making a tier list based on that. In this episode, we'll be looking at Gragas. The original video came out on February 14th, 2021, so over 2 years ago. I originally gave him an S in the support role when I looked at the video, which is quite high, but do I still think he's deserving of this rating? Before we answer that question, let's see what's changed. In terms of champion-specific changes, there have not been too many, but they did reduce his body slam CDR in the early levels, as well as his Q, which is quite nice, especially for supports. They did increase his passive cooldown by 4 seconds, however, but that has more of an impact on lane Gragas than support Graggy. Now, this was actually the first support I played after the item rework, so we did have access to Imperial Mandate as a mythic, which was really strong on Gragas, but now it's just a regular item like all items are about to be. It's still a decent choice on Gragas, but nothing too crazy compared to when it first came out. One of my favorite things about Gragas support is just how versatile he can be. You can be annoying with your Q poke if you take comment, as the slow almost guarantees it, and then you can look to go for a more AP build. You could also just go for full tank with something like Evan Shroud though, if that's what your team needs, as you have so much utility and decent natural tankiness with your W damage reduction. They did add the Rune Glacial Augment to the game, but I don't think it's needed for Gragas support, as you have enough of a slow with your Q after the body slam. Having Gragas as an S is very high, I'll admit, but I truly still believe he belongs here. He just provides so much utility and playmaking with his kit. He doesn't deserve an S+, though, because the champions that go there honestly have super OP kits, but just no scaling really in order to balance them. Gragas' biggest issue might be his lack of point-and-click CC, slightly limited range, and heavy reliance on flash to catch out those who are super far away. Plus, once he goes in, he's quite committed, so it could lead to some bad times, but those are not enough weaknesses for me to keep him out of S tier, and still consider him a pretty good off-meta support pick that can easily excel. Now, the community rated Gragas as a 3.69, which is quite high for an off-meta pick, but I think is absolutely deserving, and could even be a bit higher in my eyes, but we'll have to see how that compares to future picks, and as this list expands, I'll give you guys some more categories on this tier list to sort the champions in for sure. Don't forget to check out my community tab if you want to rate any of the other upcoming supports to have your opinion be heard. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, I hope you leave it a like, and the next champion we'll be covering is Viego, so make sure to subscribe if you'd be interested in seeing that, and I want to wish you good luck on your off-meta adventures.